Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day as usual. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a favorites, but it's going to specifically be all about Louis Vuitton. I was looking at my Louis Vuitton collection and I thought, what if I do a video about the best Louis Vuitton items in my collection from each category. So I allowed myself to pick 2 items from each category. So for example, I'm going to choose my 2 favorite handbags, the 2 items that are best for travel. I have fragrances, sunglasses, shoes, small leather goods, and jewelry. I thought this would be fun because there are so many items to choose from on the website that I thought that I would take a look at my own collection and share it with you in case you have been on the hunt for a Louis Vuitton piece. Now, of course, keep in mind this is very subjective. This is based on the items that I do have. There very well could be a lot of other items at Louis Vuitton that are absolutely amazing and I either don't own them or I use things a little differently, and we will get to that when I get to small leather goods. So I thought this would be fun and I definitely would love to hear about what your favorite items are from each collection. So we're going to go ahead and break it down, and I am going to save the bags for last. So again, I'm allowing myself to pick 2 items from each category. I did cheat a little bit on bags because I picked my 3 favorites in my collection, so I did pick a couple more for bags. So we're going to go ahead. We are going to start with travel. So for travel, Louis Vuitton has a lot of great travel items. I own a couple travel pieces, but I would want to think about the items that I use the most and have been the most functional. Now, the first item I have on the list is the Louis Vuitton DOP kit. So this is the DOP kit. This is in the monogram, but the cool thing about the DOP kit, it does come in other styles as well. But this is great because it has a little handle and then the zipper goes like that and the flap opens, and you can see on the inside I do have a zoom only organizer. I'll put a code up on the screen in case you're interested, but I love this for my makeup. So when I'm traveling, I just throw all my makeup items in here, and then when I get to the destination, I just open this up. I can see all of my makeup, and again, you can see how dirty the organizer is, so I would definitely recommend getting an organizer if you're interested in this piece. But this has been so great. It was a little pricey and I was on the fence about getting it, but I picked it up for my birthday. I want to say it was not this past year, but the year before, and I use it every time I travel. If I go on a plane, if I go on just an overnight trip, I always use it for my makeup, and I love that it has this little handle. Another travel item that I have to recommend, and I love this so much, it is my Louis Vuitton Nice BB. So this is great. I have a little top handle. Now keep in mind, because this is vachetta and the DOP kit has vachetta, I did spray this with Apple Guard. I did do a video taking you step by step of spraying it if you want to check that out. But the reason I love this so much is because I use this specifically for skincare. So you can see, you open it, it has a little zipper there, and I have a lot of my cotton puffs in here. I also have some Q-tips. So this is where I'll keep those items. And then the good thing about this is where I keep all of my skincare, anything that needs to be standing up. So for example, I have like micellar water, I have cleanser, things that I don't want to worry about like falling over. Now I will say, when I first got these items, I tried to put my makeup in here and my skincare in there, but that didn't really work because I wanted to make sure my skincare was standing up. Plus, my makeup fit a little better in there, but I love this. Again, I put like my toothpaste, my cleanser, my micellar water, I have my like Sunday Riley sleeping oil, everything that I would use like for skincare, and it stays upright perfectly. And once again, I do have a zoom only organizer. I would highly recommend organizers for both of these items because the inside of the pouches are definitely going to get dirty. But for travel, these 2 items are definitely my most used and definitely my favorite items. All right, I want to talk about Louis Vuitton fragrance. Louis Vuitton has so many great fragrances, but I have 2 that I want to pick. So keep in mind, I prefer citrusy, fresh scents. The first one I want to mention is Pacific Chill. I love this, but the interesting thing about this one, it's actually marketed as a men's fragrance, but I love it. It is just so citrusy and sweet. It smells almost like it has lime in it, but it doesn't. It's the lemon that I smell. It has blackcurrant, basil, lemon, carrot seeds, and then coriander, but it smells so delicious. I absolutely love the bottle. This is just one of those fragrances. It's so nice and fresh. So the spring, summer months, it's a perfect time to wear it. Would you believe? So I have a lot of fragrances. I love wearing a lot of different scents. I already went through a bottle and this is how much I have left in this one. So I'm definitely going to consider getting another one. But if you like sweet citrusy scents, definitely consider this. My next one is on the beach. First off, these bottles, the ombre bottles, are absolutely beautiful. This one is definitely more of a summery scent. It's a little stronger. I would say between these two, this one is a little lighter. It doesn't last as long. On the beach will definitely last a bit longer. This scent includes neroli, yuzu, cypress. It smells delightful. It really does. Between the two, I would definitely say I wear Pacific Chill more, but they both smell so great. And if you're not familiar with Louis Vuitton fragrances, the bottle's beautiful, and then it has this magnetic top. I'm going to spray a little here. And the nice thing about it, if you don't want to spend money on another bottle, you can just go and you can pay for the refill. So it saves you a little bit of money, but both of these smell so good. These are my top two. I also love Afternoon Swim, which once again is marketed as a men's fragrance, but I love that for summer as well. It was really hard to pick my top three, but this one's definitely my favorite, this one, and then Afternoon Swim. I do own a couple others, but they're a little too strong for me. So if you have a favorite Louis Vuitton scent, let me know down below because I always love to try new scents. All right, let's talk about sunglasses. Louis Vuitton has so many great sunglasses. They really do. And I have two favorites. The first pair is this one right here. These are my Grease sunglasses. And because of the ring light, I'm going to try to insert an overlay without the ring light so you can see what they look like. These have the Louis Vuitton embossed in the lens, and they're just so nice and sturdy. But keep in mind, these are a bit of a statement piece because it is going to have Louis Vuitton all over the lens, but I love them. They're not flimsy, they're just very comfortable to wear, and they look really, really chic as well. I like these so much that I've considered getting the other ones as well, which are more of like a tan brown, so then that way I have a black and a brown. But these are great. And then a recent purchase that I absolutely love are these. These are the Louis Vuitton. They're like the cat eye icon sunglasses. And if you recall, I picked these up during my birthday month. I got these to match my handbag and they match so perfectly together. I have really, really been loving that handbag as well. But one of the main reasons I got them is because they did match the bag well, but you can see they're black. And then on the sides, they do have the LV logo. They have that cat eye. They're really, really great. Now these are a little heavier than the aviators, but still love them if you just want a nice chic look. I'm a huge fan of large oversized black sunglasses and I've really, really been loving those. Okay, we're at the category of shoes. Now, I only have one pair of Louis Vuitton shoes and I've thought about investing in another pair, but for now I only have one, and it's these beauties right here. These are lovely sandals with the buckle, and this is from one of my favorite collections, Spring in the City. I mean, look at this beautiful pastel. Whenever Louis Vuitton comes out with pastel colors, I can't resist. But I actually purchased these from another YouTuber. So I really wanted these sandals, but I wasn't able to get them in time because, you know, a lot of times when launches come out, people have already pre-ordered. I really wanted these. I wasn't able to get them. And I saw that Maria Dragonova was selling these. She had barely worn them. So they happened to be my size. I bought them from her. Just so, so beautiful. But I have seen a lot of really, really beautiful like raffia shoes that Louis Vuitton has come out lately. So these are my only pair of shoes, but I definitely consider getting another pair. So if you have a favorite, let me know. Let's talk about small leather goods. So this is what I was talking about earlier, where this is going to be subjective and it's going to be depending on the type of item that you like whether you like big wallets, small wallets. I am definitely a compact wallet type of girl, so I have two items to share. The first item is going to be the Louis Vuitton Rosalie. I think I have an obsession with this because I have this beautiful pink Rosalie in the empreinte. I have this beautiful Rosalie right here. It's from the Wild at Heart collection. I have the typical monogram with the rose ballerine, and then I have the multicolor. So this wallet, you have heard me rave about it a ton, but it's so little and compact, but yet there are so many functions for it. So it opens here, and this is where I put like all of my cards, and it's easy to get my cards in and out. I also will fold cash and put it in this back pocket, and then there is this zip compartment if you want to put change. It is the cutest little wallet, and it's so compact, so it fits in a lot of small bags. As you can tell, I have an obsession. Do I need another Rosalie? No, I don't. If Louis Vuitton does not stop coming out with pretty colors in the Rosalie, I'm going to lose my mind, because whenever I'm in the store and I see a new color, I'm like, do I need it? And you know, but I was good this time because this was a recent Rosalie that I purchased in the beautiful pink. It's like a bubblegum cotton candy color. But I told myself I'm only able to get this one if I sell my other. So I did sell another Rosalie. It was more of a baby pink, but I liked this pink better, so I did sell the one. But this is a great compact wallet. It's actually pretty affordable for Louis Vuitton. Of course, these items are still expensive, but it's, you know, more on the affordable side. So if you're looking for a good compact wallet, definitely consider the Rosalie. So I picked a compact wallet, and then I had to pick a key pouch. Now this was really, really hard because there's the 6-string key holder, which I absolutely love. There's the regular key pouch, which I absolutely love. And then there's the new key pouch S. And if I'm looking at my collection, I definitely have the most key pouches in the smaller size. But the one that I love the most is this key pouch S. This is so good because it's still a compact wallet. It fits a lot, but one of the complaints that I have with the regular key pouch, and I did tell this story how I was in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru with my daughter and I could not open my key pouch because I had overstuffed it, and I was so embarrassed because I couldn't get it open, and the guy at Chick-fil-A said, oh, it's okay, we can give a free meal away, and I felt so bad. I did not want him to give me a free meal, so anyway, he did, but I actually came back and I ended up paying because I felt so bad about it. But anyway, this is great because it is a little bit higher, so the zipper does not get stuck. But, okay, I just have a picture of my daughter in here. But the cool thing about this one, I have some change rooming around, but it's large. There is also a little flap compartment right here if you want to separate some cards. You also have this D-ring too, where you can, oh, actually, hold on one second. My husband's calling. Hi, can I call you back in 1 second? Okay, all right, love you, bye. Okay, sorry. Okay. So this is just so great, and I love it because when you put cards and cash in it, you can zip it and not have to worry about the zipper getting stuck. So this is like my one-stop shop. I can fit so much. So as much as I love the regular key pouch, I like this one better because it is a little bit bigger. The zipper doesn't get stuck and you can fit more. So these are probably my favorite small leather goods, the Rosalie as well as this key pouch. Now I have to say this was the hardest category because of course there are a lot of other great small leather goods from Louis Vuitton, but I would have to say these are probably my favorite if I had to pick. Now we are on the subject of jewelry. So I'm sure there are a lot of great items at Louis Vuitton. There are actually some hoops that I've had my eye on. I don't own them, but I know those are really popular. They're the little, I think, like icon hoops. But the ones I want to mention are the ones that I'm wearing right here. You can see they are gold LV hoops. They have the little LV logo, and then they also have these rhinestones, and they're so beautiful. And one of the main reasons I love them is because they are so lightweight. A lot of times if you get hoops, they're going to be really heavy. They're going to make your earlobes droop, but these don't do that at all, and they're really pretty and they match with a lot. So this is the first item. If you're not into hoops, another item I wanted to mention that I really like, these are the little LV stud earrings here. Now the reason I think these are cute is because they come in a ton of different styles. You can get the regular enamel, they have like a beautiful pink enamel, then these are the rhinestones if you want a little more bling, but these are great because they're earrings that you can wear every day. They're going to match with everything. Now, I'll say I do also love Louis Vuitton bracelets. I did have a bracelet. I ended up selling it because the one I had was a little too big for me, but in my collection, I love these. I also did get a new ring from Louis Vuitton from the multicolor collection. I love that one so much, but I have to go with what I wear the most, and I definitely wear these hoops, and then these are great as well because they match with a lot. So now we are down to the final category, well, the final category of items that we own. I do not have any ready to wear, and I used to have a scarf, but I ended up selling my scarf. So the only category left are handbags. Now, boy, was this hard because I love Louis Vuitton handbags so much, but what I did, this is what I decided, because in my mind, I have to justify picking these. So I picked my favorite most used bag, and then I picked two very special, unique bags. So of course, for my most used bag, you guys, it's not, if you've been with me for a long time, you know, it is the Pochette Métis. A lot of people do not love this bag, but for me, it is just everything I need for my lifestyle. It has a top handle, a back pocket for your phone. You open the bag up. There is a ton of space because it has the accordion style, so you can fit a lot. The strap is adjustable. The strap is removable. There are just so many great things. I wear this monogram. I wear this one a lot in the fall months, and then this one I wear like all the time. It's so great. Like I said, my only complaint with these is that it starts to tarnish a little bit from your fingers, like on the clasp. But other than that, this bag is so good. And because I love crossbody bags and I want to be hands-free, these bags are so great. They're just so functional. Now, I do have a lot of other bags I love in my collection. You know, the Odeon is a super functional bag, but out of all of them, this is definitely the bag I wear the most. The Loop Hobo bag is also a good one, but I forced myself to pick, so I got this one. And then I have to include some special bags, and that's because these are bags that are kind of harder to get, that if I were to like repeat my collection, I think it'd be really difficult to add these two. So I wanted to make sure I included these because they're very special. So the first one that I want to mention is kind of come as no surprise, and it's from the recent multicolor collection, and it's the Speedy 25 in this beautiful multicolor. I love this bag. I mentioned I love it more than I thought I would. I wear it so much. It has the feet on the bottom, so you don't have to worry about the bottom getting dirty. You have the top handle. You have the little bow clochette. It's so pretty. And then once again, I've shared this before, but I have a Zumoni silk organizer on the inside, and then it does come with this strap that is not adjustable. That is my only complaint with this bag, is it's not adjustable, but I love this and I'm really excited to wear it in the spring summer months. I've already worn it quite a bit in the winter months, but I had to mention this because this is so special and I'm so happy I was able to get it. It's a really great collector's piece, and it's really nostalgic too for those of us that grew up with Jessica Simpson and, you know, her Speedy bag. Now that would have been great if they redid that Speedy. That was like my absolute favorite. And I thought about getting that one pre-loved, but so many of the pre-loved options are just not in the best condition. So to get a Speedy in new condition, I was so excited. So this was the first one. And then I want to also mention a bag that I've never worn. And I know you're going to be like, well, how can you add that to your favorites? And I can add it because it is a super special bag. As you know, I have wanted the Louis Vuitton Capacines for a long time, but I've been waiting for that special Capacines, and I was able to pick up this beautiful bag. You can see the tag is still on it. I have not worn it yet, but it is perfect for summer. Now, I am contemplating spraying the handle because I did get the white. I opted for the white because I thought it would match with like more of my outfits that way, and it wouldn't be like too contrasting to what I'm wearing. But because it is white, I do worry about, you know, kind of dirtying the handle up. So I think I might spray this. But this is such a special bag. It really, really is. And it was so hard to get. I remember when I first looked at them, I went in and I tried on the dragon fruit color, but I knew I wanted the white. My sales associate said, we have one available, do you want me to order it? And I was like, no, because I had just purchased my Chanel Coco handle and I wanted to wait. Well, darn it, I ended up waiting and they were all sold out. Weeks went by and there was one available. My sales associate was able to get it for me from Saks Fifth Avenue, and I was like, this is gonna be great. So I wanted the Capacines for a long time. I wanted wicker to go with my summer dresses, and the good thing about this bag too is it has one compartment. So I did do a little unboxing on Instagram as well. I did a little reel and I shared with you what fits in here. So it's great. It fits your phone, if it's like a little Chanel O case, if it's a mirror, you know, all the great things. And it also comes with a strap that is removable and adjustable. Now, a lot of people, when I unboxed this, they said, hey, did you watch Luxury Life in the Middle's video? Because she had mentioned that these little clasps right here would kind of fall off when wearing it. Well, I haven't worn it yet, so I haven't experienced that yet, but I do plan on doing a dedicated video once I wear this bag so that I can give you all the positive, negatives, all of that. But this bag is so special. I had to include it on my list. Shep Matisse is definitely my most used, but then to have this one and my Speedy, I am just so excited about. So I think this is going to be a great summer bag. So there you have it. I thought it'd be fun to go through and tell you like my favorites from each category. Now again, this is all subjective. These are based on items that I have in my collection, and who knows, this could change next year, but this is just, these are the items that I have been using, wearing the most, but I definitely do try to change out, switch out. But now I need to know, what are your favorite Louis Vuitton items? What is your favorite Louis Vuitton handbag? You know, what are your favorite sunglasses? What's your favorite scent? I'm always into trying like new scents, so I'd love to hear your feedback. My sales associate recently said she had Spell on You, so I'm considering trying that, so we'll see. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will try to find these items and link something similar down below. And make sure to check out my recent video too, because this dress right here, this is one of the dresses that I picked up. It was from Amazon and it totally looks exactly like a Free People dress, but for like a third of the price. It actually looks exact because I had picked up a Free People dress and I thought, Amber, what are you doing? Why are you spending this kind of money on a Free People dress when there is one on Amazon? Great quality and I just really love it. I had to get one size smaller than the one I tried on in the video just because it was a little long for me, but I really like it. So anyway, I think I've talked your ear off. If you guys are new to my channel, I'd love to have you hit that little subscribe button, and I'd love to have you follow me on Instagram as well. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in my next video.